Hi, everybody. It's Allison and Kathy, and welcome to the Light Your Dream Team training. Tonight, we want to talk a little bit about personalized gifting and the custom labels, and really what the difference is between those two. I think a lot of people might get a little confused sometimes when they talk about personalized gifting versus the custom labels. So Kathy and I are just going to talk about that tonight, and hopefully we'll get some of your questions answered. So personalized gifting, when you go to your Mia Bella website, which you see here, you're going to go to the shop link, and you're going to scroll down and see Give the Gift of Mia Bella's. Go over and down to personalized 16-ounce jars and just click on that. So what these are, I'll give you an example here. This one I just did for I don't know if you could see it too good, for my nephew who's getting married. It's a just engaged candle. It's got their picture on it. And it says just engage, and then you could put some text down here at the bottom. I don't think you could see it too good, but you get the idea. So if you look to the right, you'll see the different labels that they have available: Father's Day, Mother's Day, all kinds of different labels, and the scent that it would come in. So you can order one of these candles. You don't have to order 12 like the custom labels. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see the label types. And if you hover over that, you're going to see all the different label types. Okay. So for instance, I'm going to do something for my mom for Mother's Day. And there's 3 different labels you could choose from here. So I'm going to grab this middle one with the hearts because I think it's cute. So it's asking you to choose a photo. So I'm going to go into my, I'll just grab a photo. 1 second. Sorry about that. I'm just going to grab any photo. I don't care what I look like. Okay. So this is the photo I'm going to choose. Can you see the picture, Kathy?
Yeah, it's, yep.
Okay. Okay. So you can see I'm off-centered here, and there's the border over here on the left. So I have to drag it over and make sure it's all filled in. You don't want to leave the line here. Okay, so make sure the photo's in, kind of center it down here. Okay. So I'm going to click, I'm going to go down here at the bottom. So you're going to have your left text. So I could say, love you, Mom. And then I could put in the date, or I could just say, Happy Mother's Day, whatever you want to do there. And you update preview. So it'll look like this, the label. And then over to the right, you'll click done. And then it's going to ask you to verify your label, make sure it's all correct. And you check that little box, and then you hit finish. And that'll go ahead and I better cancel it because I don't want to order that picture of me. It's pretty big. So anyway, you go ahead and order it on the retail side of your website. You can't do this in the back office on your personal site. So you are going to pay the retail price, but the following month, you'll get the difference back, the 20% commission back on your check the 15th of the following month. So this is how you do the personalized photo candles. And like I said, you don't have to do 12. These are just as many as you want. As if you see, it's less expensive if you do 12, but you're probably better off doing custom labels instead if you want to do more than that. So, I mean, these are great because, for Christmas, like here's the holiday season. They have the Christmas pine scent. For Christmas, I did some family pictures on there, gave them away as gifts. Everybody loves candles. So, I mean, this makes a great gift. People get to see that, see your candles, they get to use them. And it's a great way to get the word out to family and friends and coworkers and so forth. So that's the personalized label on the retail side of your website, okay? So now I'm gonna go over here. Here to our miabellatraining.com website. Okay, and we're going to talk a little bit about custom labels and the difference between that. So in your Mia Bella Training website, you just can go down to the Resource Center, scroll down, and you'll see custom label candles. Just click on that. I'm sorry, not what I wanted to show you. We're going to go up here to retailing, and we're going to go to promotional gifting. Okay, so these are custom labels. So these are great for businesses, groups, clubs, teams, you know, sports teams. You could see a list of potential clients here. I actually approached and brought a candle over to the dog groomer, well, the pet shop. And I brought one of the fur baby candles over with the odor no more. And I gave it to her, and I gave her information about the custom labels. I showed her some examples, and I talked to her today on the phone, and she loves it, and they're excited. So they're going to, sounds like they're going to carry some of them in the store. So I'm excited to work with her about that. So that's just a pet shop with the odor no more candles, and who knows? And she smelled the watermelon candle and loved that too. She says, you know, we might even do the watermelon. We might do several. So I have to talk with her about that. So anyway, on the custom labels, you have to order a minimum of 12 for these, okay? And on here, it tells you step by step what you need to do. You go to the Mia Bella Printing website. Sorry, I can't get this out of here. Okay, so you go to the Mia Bella Printing website, custom jar labels. You would click on that, and this walks you through step by step on how to do it. Now, you can have them design a custom label for you if you're, you know, if you don't want to do it yourself, but it really isn't hard, and if somebody can help you with the sizing and putting a label together, it'll save you some money. For them to do it, it's $25 to customize the label for you. But over here, you could supply your own print here. So you click on that link, and it's going to tell you step by step what to do. The label size, it's going to tell you how to, you know, go about everything. You're going to get the proof. You're going to double check it, make sure everything's okay. And you just fill out this little order form with your copy, and they'll get back to you with all the information. So that's what this is, to go to Mia Bella Printing first and design your label, okay? So here it talks about the custom designs, 25, submit your own. It's only $5 to submit your own. And once that label is produced, you have it so you can reuse it again and again. So you follow each step provided and you enter all the information. Once your design is approved, you're gonna email or call and put your order in for 12 candles or more with your custom label order number. Or you could email custom labels at centene.com, or just call that number. Doesn't take that long to receive these. I actually did for my daughter. for her wedding, she did thank you candles for all the people helping, and some of the vendors for her wedding coming up in May. So I did, a custom label for her. We got 12 of them. I don't know if you could see it, but it came out really pretty, and it just says thank you. It says Cole and Marcy on it. So these make great thank you gifts for the people helping for the wedding. So we're definitely went and do that. So like I said, there's a minimum of 12 on these. You can mix and match your fragrances. It doesn't have to be one fragrance. You can use your points for these candles, except for the 75 cents relabeling fee and any tax and shipping. And you cannot use the buy 11, get one free with the custom label. So that's pretty much it. I have found there's so many people interested in these. They're very unique. A lot of places, you don't see custom labels on candles for anything, even if it's like for businesses or even just gifting. Like I said, people just love them, and I use them all the time. And I've gotten repeat customers from giving out these candles as gifts. So did you have anything more to add, Kathy?
No, that was really good. Every time I would think of something, then you would say it. I had to leave for just a second. Did you, with the, personalized one on the retail site that you can't select the scent? Like, you had just said that with the custom labels and the 12, you can mix and match. You can pick your scent. You can pick it based upon, a desired scent or the color of the wax. But on these, your holiday season is gonna be Christmas pine. You don't have a choice of picking what you want.
Right. Yep. Yeah, exactly. I've done the birthday one, the birthday cake, the vanilla one's always a hit. Yeah, the scents are all popular scents. Most people love these type of scents, for the baby shower, the new baby, the baby powder scent, is perfect for it. And you cannot pick a scent for your personalized candles, right?
Yeah, so I think it's, as you're driving around town, have a little notebook, in your car. And as you drive by a place like a pet grooming place and, a liquor store, or, just the different, stores, small businesses in your community, and jot down that name as those ideas come to you, and then, reach out to them and say, hey, we've got this really unique and really very affordable when you really think about the customization that goes into creating this label. The fact that, it's 75 cents to relabel it. And then, you do a design fee, but then, as you said, once you have it designed, you can go back to using that again and again. It's really very affordable, and it's just so fun to give the gift and see the reaction of the recipients when they see their photo, on the candle label.
Right. And I
think
forgot to mention the design fee for your labels, $9.95 versus if they did it for you for 25. So it's a lot less expensive just to do it yourself. And be creative. You could come up with something cute and with a great picture on there. Just, if you're not sure how to do it, you can go to Canva. Is a good place to do it and make your photo. And it tells you the exact size it should be. Canva, you can go ahead and put in the sizing on it, and it'll go ahead and have the correct measurements for you to do your label on there.
Yeah, I think that's the most challenging part sometimes. If you are uploading your picture to the retail site and it doesn't quite work, you got to keep resizing it. It tells you what pixels are required. And so just be sure that you do those numbers and resize it and save it and upload it again.
Yeah. But that's about it. I mean, just they're two different things. The personalized gifting is different than the custom labels. So I want you to know that there is a difference. And they turn out beautiful. I mean, I've been so happy with all the labels that they have done for me. They just come out so sharp and beautiful. And they do make sure you like it. You know, if you don't like the way the label looks, even after you send it to them to get approved, they'll go ahead and correct it and help fix it up for you. And then you just take a look at it again before it goes through. You know, they make sure it's perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome. And just the variety of people that you can work with these custom labels, you know, from, you know, this is part of the fundraising that we used to do, where you could do the, you know, the custom label. We did a dance studio fundraiser where we put the logo and the colors of the studio and the team, you know, on there too. You know, I've gifted some candles to a financial specialist who's giving some, you know, consideration to putting his logo, you know, the name of his group, financial group, on the label. Working with a mortgage vice president, you know, to use as gifting after a closing, again with, you know, her label and information, if you just think of it as a business card. And
Right.
in really in kind of a non out there way, you know, it's the gift that's the most important thing that you're giving to the recipient as a thank you, you know, for your business or their consideration for business. But yeah, on the side, it's kind of like, well, here's a reminder of who I am, you know. And there'll be some professions that will, like, you know, like realtors, they often do business cards with their own photos on it. That's a very common thing in the financial industry. So they can do that, or they can do just a logo of their company that they probably have, you know, created themselves.
Right.
So, you know, it's not something, again, that you have to design. You're just basically getting that marketing materials that they probably have used maybe on their website or their own brochures. So you're just, you know, getting that and sending it over to the design team to, you know, create the label. And you know, then they'll send out the 12 jars and you distribute that, and then they start to give those out as gifts, either for, you know, the holidays, or as, you know, thank yous for, you know, closing or finishing off appointments that they've been able to help their clients with. So I think it's a great program that is so unique. And really, you know, Sensations was the first one to come out with doing this. You did see, you know, then Yankee come out with a, you know, a small version of it, but, you know, Sensations really started it. And I think it's just such an underutilized method of building our businesses. I think there's just huge potential that we need to really tap into a lot more than we have. So hopefully this training kind of gives you a good understanding of what the differences are between the two types, and then, you know, a comfort level. And, you know, and again, Sensations is so wonderful. If there's something that you don't understand, you know, she showed you the phone number, the email, how to contact the department that's going to be, you know, working with the design label, and, you know, they'll work with you. So, you know, don't be intimidated by it. It's just a matter of sharing the information with potential clients out there. And I think one of the most effective way of doing it is, like, you know, how Allison she's showing us actual products with labels on it. So if you can create some of your own, whether, again, it's just the, you know, the personal photos from the, you know, retail side, something that you can actually show them when you're giving a presentation, that's going to be much more effective than just, you know, making a phone call or, you know, sending a packet of information. You know, all of those methods are good. And the more you can incorporate into it, you know, if you send off a flyer saying, you know, I'd like to stop by and show you one of these candles and, you know, see what you think. And then, you know, following up with phone calls. But I think nothing is more effective in our, you know, marketing than using the product itself. So,
Right.
you know, go practice a couple of jars of your own labels and have something on hand so that you can share it. And again, you know, you do get the 20% commission back, but also it's a business write-off. You know, you're using this for your marketing. So it's an expense that you write off on your taxes.
Yes. Definitely. I was just gonna say that too, and gifting, these candles for gifting. I paid for it, it's a gift. It's also a tax write-off. So when I had my guy do our taxes, I had my list of gifts, I had my receipts, I had everything. That's all a tax write-off. So that's
Right.
what's great about our business. A lot of things can be written off, and gifting is one for sure.
Yeah. And just have that mindset that just about every gift that you give is some form of marketing. Even
Mhm.
though it may be a genuine gift that it's somebody's birthday and you're giving them one of the happy birthday labels, your whole intent is giving the gift, yes. But there's marketing behind that as well. It's exposing somebody to your business and the hopes that they say, hey, this is really cool. How did you do this? I'd like to learn more about it. So
And
always have.
also on the bottom of these for the wedding that she's given out for thank you gifts, I make sure I have my
Yes,
reorder label on the bottom. Because who knows,
right.
somebody I don't know is gonna burn this candle and they're gonna be like, because this is the Celebrate scent, and that's a beautiful scent.
Hmm.
And if they like it, they're gonna look and see where it came from, you know?
Yes, yes,
So that's important. Always label the bottom of your candles.
yes, yes. Otherwise, they go online searching and then they end up at somebody else's website after
Right.
you spent the
And
time, energy.
yep, and you mentioned about showing people when I went to the feed store, and there's a groomer and there's a dog trainers there and everything. There was three different labels for each department. They had the feed loft, they had the dog training label, and they had the grooming label. So I brought pictures of those labels, and I also brought several candles, a few, well, four that I had done myself to show them, this is how we can do. We could put your feed store on them. We could put the dog training logo on it, or the grooming label, or all three, however you want to do it.
That's a great point, Allison. Yeah, go to their websites if they have one, or take a picture of a sign that they might have,
Yeah,
and kind of come with a photo that maybe you cut to about the size of a label and show them so that they can visualize how their logo would work on the candle. Besides just showing them, one that you've already made, like you have there for your daughter. But yeah, that's a great idea.
and I also gave them a folder with a catalog, the spring fragrances, my business card, a scent sample, um, and some other photocopies, colored copies of other labels other distributors have done too on the candles. So they
Mhm,
could see them on the candles too,
mhm.
pictures of them.
Yes. Well, those are all great ideas, and and maybe we can have some kind of a challenge on our Facebook group, our team group, and maybe put it out there that we'd like everyone to watch the recording and start to create a list of who they are going to introduce this to, and maybe have a little challenge, a little maybe a
Mm,
giveaway for someone that gets their first custom label order from somebody in their community. That would be an awesome thing to see people
yeah,
start
that'd be fun.
to get
I
out
love
there.
challenges.
Yeah, let's think about that. We give away
Gets
some
me
gifts.
motivated.
Yes, that's right.
I want to win.
All right.
I love
And so
trying
kind of
new
speaking of
things.
the winning, we still have a few days left, couple weeks here for the winning of the I Love Mia Bella's window decal. They're going to be sending those stickers out to Allison and I here this week. So we're going to have those in our hands here shortly.
I'm
And
excited to see how
yeah,
they look.
I know. I can't wait to put one on my car.
Mhm.
So, we've got several of these that we want to be able to give away. So, that was kind of one of the stipulations of the company, is that it wasn't something that could be purchased. It was something that, was to be earned by sponsoring your first, Bella Buddy in the month. And, as we've always said, we are here to help you do that. We are so willing to, be in an email thread of questions if you can't answer them. If you're talking to somebody and you get stumped, text us. I just got a text with a question. I'm talking to somebody and I'm not really sure of the answer, then yes, reach out to us real quick. We can also do 3-way calls where we get on a call with you. So we are, definitely able and willing to, help you walk through the process of sponsoring somebody, because I would just love to be able to give away all of these window
Me
decals that
too.
I'll be getting from the company here shortly. So let's get excited about that and let us help you sponsor somebody so that we can give that to you. All right,
That'll
let's see
be
how much
fun.
time we have left here. We're probably coming to, all of the windows. What time is it? My computer is
7:56.
screen.
7:50.
Well, any of those that are on the call, if you're unmuted, do you want to ask any questions? Is there anything that you need some more clarification on? If not, for sure, post it in the team Facebook group if you think about something that you don't understand once you kind of start exploring through the different forms and the information that needs to be filled out. But again, our Mia Bella training kind of walks you through all of that. So make sure you go back to our team resource site that again is only available to the Light Your Dream team. So go back and use that. It's all written out there for you. And if you still have questions, then be sure to ask. Give us a call, text, ask in the group. And I'd love to see some people start to develop this, because I think there's a lot of money to be made in this avenue of building business.
Now, Sharon Johnson asked, can we get photos of other custom labels to show to possible people? And do the businesses sell these to their clients, or do they usually use them as giveaway gifts?
Great question.
Mm-hmm. So yes, there's many photos of custom labels you can show people. I brought some to the feed store and I'll put those in the group. And I think most of the time, the businesses do give them the clients.
But I think she's absolutely right in the ability, though, to sell them. I think of kind of like when you're giving personal services, like we mentioned the realtor, financial, banker.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're giving those away as gifts, but I totally see a store that puts their own label on it, a small kind of gift type shop, a liquor store that could put a really cool, wine label on one of our wine candles where they're actually selling that to their customers. Yeah, so absolutely they can do that.
Yes, and it's like sports teams, they might use them and do fundraising with them,
Mm-hmm.
purchase so many and sell them and make a profit for their sports team. So there's all different ways. And like with the feed store I'm working with, they're going to actually sell them in their store. But I think most of the time they order these, it's for like gifting from the businesses.
Right. And it's going to be a write-off for their business, just like we talked about ours. So if a realtor is ordering these gifts, that's a write-off for her business. And if it's going to be something where they're buying product in order to sell it, then you would want to encourage them to purchase more in quantity so that your price to them is going to be lower, so that there's a little bit of markup room for them to be able to sell it and, make a profit themselves. If they're only going to order the 12 jars, you're going to have a certain pricing. If they order 72 jars, then you're going to give them some discount on that. So then that allows you to sell it to them a little bit cheaper, so that there's room for them to have some, retail profit themselves when they sell it.
And also candles are so heavy, and for shipping, the more you order, the less it is per candle, so that, will be less expensive too. The shipping per candle. If you order, only 12 versus 24, it's going to be less money per candle on the shipping.
Right.
Sharon also asked or said, I'm a realtor myself, so I would give them away from me, but maybe small boutiques or retail stores would sell them, or maybe bars too. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yep, exactly.
And then, the ultimate idea that if one of these small businesses really likes the idea of their first order, whether it's 12 jars, 72 jars, and they keep selling these or giving them away as gifts, is that they then eventually would want to consider the idea of becoming a distributor themselves, where they are then definitely opening up the avenue of profit from those, because you're not the middleman then. They're buying it from the company at wholesale, and then when they sell it, so then that's where you would move into bringing them into the company, and that is considered a team member, a distributor, when they sign up either as the bundling or a vendor. Then they get to buy product directly from the company, and then they'll have that label and they can use that. But then that also opens up the ability for them to buy any other products once they are a distributor as well. So yeah, we got a few more questions coming in there.
Mary Ellen's
Yes.
recovering from COVID right now. I'm sorry, Mary Ellen.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
But she's going to be sending some questions and goals to you.
Okay.
But I do have some questions, okay? And be sure to get them, Mary Ellen, and I hope you feel better. I'm sorry to hear that. But we'll get those questions answered. And Sharon said, so the wholesale stores can sign up and then do custom labels, I assume.
Yep.
Yep. They can sign up for sure.
Yeah. And then you get, commission off of whatever they are ordering at wholesale from the company.
Right.
So a win-win for everybody. They get a great product to either give away or sell. And if they become a distributor, then there's some retail profit in there for them. And then there's some, team building commission for you.
Right.
All right. Well, I think we're just about at the end of our time then. Is there any last questions then, Allison, that you see?
Nope. That was, can we use custom labels that some other distributors have designed? Is there an option to purchase the label design from another distributor?
Yeah, there has been that ability. If you do see somebody posting something, you'd always want to, ask, is that okay if I use that? And then work with the company, if they've already got that design up. If it's a generic type of label that would be applicable to just about anybody, you just want to be careful that you're not taking from somebody or using something that might have, trademark implications. You just want to be careful with that. Like, you probably don't want to put out some Disney branding or NFL, branding. I don't know that the company's able to, print those kinds of things because of trademark, things like that.
And you would just need the label number, because every custom label will have a label number. So when you email or call in your order, they are going to need your distributor ID, the order number, and the custom label number. So every custom label has a number. So if you were going to use another label, you have to make sure you get that number from that person who created the label and, figure out from there how to go with it. Sonia, sorry, I was late. Is there a script to approach businesses for custom labels?
We don't have anything specifically written out, but I think, again, I think the product is the script. When you come in and just explain that you represent a candle company and we have the ability to do these custom labels, and here I have one I'd like to show you, and I was thinking of you as I was driving by, how this would be really cool if we use your logo on something similar to this. Can I set up an appointment, or, can we talk about this further? Who's the owner of the manager of the shops? You always want to try to get to the person that's able to make the decisions, and again, I've always been very willing to leave product, gift product, let people use the product. So I wouldn't have a problem in giving them, a loaner jar and say, here, take this for a few days, burn it, get familiar with the product. I'll come back in a couple of days, give you a chance to think about what kind of label, what kind of coloring, what kind of scent that you could see working for your, particular business. But I always think the product is the script. Just, work yourself around that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, thank you all so much for being on the call with us tonight. It is recording, but it does take a little while for all that to download, and then I'll get it up to the team site and or the Facebook group, and then also the training site. Remember, there's a page on that resource page that has all the links to our recorded trainings, and we'll get it up there. And then, yeah, let's see if we can get some either challenge or competition going. Let's see who's going to be the first one to get a custom label order. Let's have some fun with this, and we will get some prizes out there for those that are able to participate in it. And yeah, Allison's kind of showing us there the link on the resource site where it says recorded webinars. So
Yep. So these are all the trainings that we've done that Kathy recorded, and there's a lot of great information. If you ever have a little time, Liliana did a great one on doing shows and booths, and I'm excited about the spring and getting back out there again. It's a lot of fun.
yes.
Yeah, it's a little scary the first time you do it, but the more you do it, you know, you get a routine and you meet so many people that never heard of Mia Bella Candles. And so it's a great way to get exposure in your community. But there's all kinds of great trainings here. So
Well, and I
yeah.
think even the same thing that you're saying, that you get more comfortable with this custom label presentation. You know what? The first couple times it might be kind of awkward, and you may not know exactly what to say, but you're going to learn with each one of those experiences. You're going to learn what kind of questions, you know, is the person that you're presenting to, that small business owner, what kind of questions are they asking?